They had this thing called a splash hog.
Splash hog?
Yeah. It was like a bristled pad that they put on the back wall of the urinal, and it just eliminated splashback. Right. And that got thrown away. And then there's a urinal cake holder, but it's upside down, and it's like the opposite of a splash hog, because it's whenever you piss, it's like you're sitting front row at a SeaWorld show, because it just splashes right back on you. And so I immediately, when we got this email that like, hey, someone's been pissing on the floor, I immediately went back and I was like, are you sure it's just not the cumulative piss, like the splashback of everyone using the bathroom? And he was like, no, it's puddles. And I'm like,
two thoughts. One is that the splash hog, you sit there and you look at your girlfriend and you're like, that's why they call it the splash hog, baby. And then also, one of my friends, and this is no bullshit, 100% truth, he would get drunk, and there for a while he would take the urinal cakes out of the urinals. Like, I don't know why. He would get drunk and you'd be sitting there, and let's say you have like a Jack and Coke in front of you, and then next thing you know, like, you'd feel like a presence next to you, and you would look down and there'd be a urinal cake in your Jack and Coke, and you look over and he'd be sitting there smirking at you, and it'd just be like, oh, cool, thanks, dickhead. Like, appreciate that.
That's the most dickish thing. Like, ew.
Yeah. Like what is this? And he's like, well, I mean, I took it out of the splash hog in there.
I did a show in Abingdon last weekend at this place. It was so in Abingdon, there is this industrial complex where, this industrialized area where there's like a Walmart, and the next parking lot's a Target. There's a big old liquor store. There's a movie theater. There's an indoor mini golf place and everything. And in the middle of all that, at the end of all that, in this lonely parking lot, sits a building that looks like it used to be a Denny's. And and they kept saying, like, in the chat thread for the show, they were like, hey, the manager says we have to cap ticket sales at 60, and we're at 55 right now. So I was like, oh shit, it's going to be packed. So we walk in there, and it's vacant. There's like maybe 2 tables that have like parents and their kids, but then in the corner, it looks like it might have been a smoking section at one time, because it's windowed and doors on both ends, and that fucking room is packed to the fucking gills. It totally. Have you ever seen that video, the Denny's Grand Slam, where that punk band's like, what the fuck's up, Denny's? And it's a fucking pit in the Denny's. It totally had vibes like that. But when you said the piss thing, it reminded me that so I'm doing my shit, and I was like, hey, anybody else type 2 diabetes? And this cute woman, this kid was there, and she was like, me? I was like, fuck yeah. I was like, hell yeah, you got that sticky piss, right? And she was like, I don't know. I was like, hey, have you ever tasted your piss? And she was like, no. I was like, can I?
She's like, no, you can't taste my piss.
Yeah, like, no, weirdo.
Yeah, what's happening here? What is this?
You can come down.
But oh man, and
hold on, let me grab it.
I can only smell it on this, but it smells delicious.
And of course, everybody, this is the Happy Hour podcast. Me and Tommy Sinbazo, we're already chatting it up a little bit. Of course, Matt's not here this week. Unfortunately, Matt had a death in the family, so Tommy Sinbazo is coming in and being the guest co-host tonight. So, and Chrystal and Relic will be joining us from Anoxia.
These aren't turning on. Huh? These aren't turning on. They're not discoverable.
And actually, I can hear you guys here. Let's see.
They were for a second.
We can hear you guys. So let's see if sometimes we can.
You guys know how to check what driver you're using for your thing, right? Your camera. Let me check, make sure I know how.
Tommy's like, wait a minute, I might have forgotten.
Yeah. Lower left-hand corner where it has like the video camera thing. Does that have an X through it right now? I mean, a red line. You got it.
Oh, wait a minute.
What's that?
You're connected to something. Your phone is connected to something.
It's black screen now. It went from gray screen to black screen.
Yeah.
Hold on a second, guys.
Is there something in front of your camera? That looks like
we
a
got
phone.
all kinds of stuff going on.
Are you on a phone?
Yeah, we have to.
There you go.
We go. Hey, what's up? How are you?
Are you guys in a porn shop?
I have to.
What is this?
I have to do these things here. Hold on a second. I have to do these.
Okay.
These headphones.
Did you see what driver your disco ball's using? Maybe it's interfering with the signal.
That's my sanity. Okay, Relic's telling me these are black webs. Maybe that's where he purchased them.
What?
That's why they're not fucking working. Where are they at here? Come on.
No.
I don't.
Do you guys live in a porn shop? What's on that back shelf behind you?
Not necessarily. I'll show you in 1 second.
Is that a sex swing? I got a buddy from Canada, and he has a sex swing in his apartment.
A yoga swing, but hey, whatever floats your boat.
Tommy,
A yoga swing.
How many times have you gotten into that sex swing?
Well, he lives in Canada.
Never.
It's not like I went to Canada.
Oh, I thought you would like fly to Canada just to get in the sex swing. I mean, that sounds like a good idea to go to Canada.
Well, the difference between a sex swing and a yoga swing is penetration.
Mine top of my jewelry box.
So next thing you know, next episode we have Tommy Sinbazo is going to have a yoga swing hanging in
right here off this beam,
right in front of the X-Men arcade game.
No. I modded that bitch. That plays every single video game ever now.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Has like 20,000 games on it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fucking cool. So you modded it yourself, or what do you eat? Is that pizza?
I bought it. It's white pizza.
Okay, I was about to say, what is on that pizza? It looks like you're eating a salad, like a salad pizza.
It's basically healthy.
Yeah, I know a ton about being healthy. Coming with a guy, I was like, I wish I could get back to the shape I was in 2 years ago.
Just going like that.
So,
you here? Okay.
All right, you guys all good over there?
I think so.
There we go.
Chrystal, how you guys doing? Of course, you guys had a little bit of a hard time getting all set up. And are you in the same area where Corey was when he came on for the show?
I am, but I'm a little bit more tech savvy.
Okay. Because like I feel like some of it looks familiar, but I was like, is she in a different part of the room from where he was? And of course, shout out to Corey from Carbon Stone. Chrystal is his wife. So yeah, and
are you guys recording from Kim's crypt?
I've worked with Kim's crypt. I've worked with her. She's freaking amazing.
Really? Did you work with her while she's at the Haunted Mill or when she was in Dundalk?
So actually, I am a Haunted Dungeons lifer. I worked at the Haunted Dungeons for years. I am
getting into math.
Yeah, that's kind of where I get all my set ideas from. This is Relic. Oh, well, shit.
Tommy was like, "Oh man, we're getting into mass. All right, let's."
Yeah, that is one of his favorites.
Yeah. And of course, you guys have Relic. And has Relic ever? Of course, Carbon Stone has Frankie. So Frankie is that terrifying death murder bear that they have in Carbon Stone, and then you guys have Relic. So has it ever been the kind of thing where Relic and
Relic and DK? Actually, we have two. I have a Wendigo as well. He's just not here.
Has Frankie and Relic ever gotten into it at a show? Like, and if so, who do you think would win? Because like obviously Frankie is like the murder bear. Like we talked about the cocaine bear like last week on the show. And like I feel like Frankie would be cocaine bear if that was the case, just on like a binger, just ripping heads off of bodies.
Check, no lies. I'm better. But he says he's better, so maybe we should just make it rain and make some bets, and we'll see how that works.
now with the whole thing with the mask that Relic has, is that something that did you guys find that any specific spot? Did you guys make that yourselves, or where did the mask evolve from?
So back in the day, Anoxia was mainly evolved around like crows and ravens, and I have a big tattoo of a crow on my arm that's ancient. I just sat almost 7.5 hours in the chair for a raven in my back.
Oh shit.
So it was huge for the band. And then when we went on the quiet for about 8 years, we decided to take all the feathers away. Yeah, so kind of where that came from.
Nice. And of course, you guys, kind of like Carbon Stone, you guys go hand in hand. You guys, a lot of your videos have like a lot of like horror elements to it. And I think it's your most recent video, if I can remember it off the top of my head. It's I believe, is it Dreams? It kind of has like that witchcraft type look to the whole entire video. Like you watch it and it has like.
Have you seen my most recent video? Tears. Tears I Bleed.
Okay, Tears I Bleed. Okay, so I've seen Dream, I've seen Resurrection. I just recently watched what is it? The Coolio song, Gangster's Paradise. That was bad ass.
Dang.
So yeah, like what so did you guys is that something that was older that you just now released, or did you guys do it upon Coolio when he passed?
Cool story. Cool story. So Corey and I were on vacation and had a few drinks and heard the news and was really bummed. Corey was like, damn, that's a huge staple for me. And we just got to talking and said, you know what, we're going to do it. And I said, well, you called me. Yeah, well, had to call somebody for guitars because he was going to be too hungover. Go hard or go home. I drove literally from Ocean City all the way around through Delaware down to Middle River. I dropped Corey and Relic off at the studio to drive all the way home to Westminster to get my animals, to drive all the way back to the studio an hour away for an 11-hour session. And it was done.
This is just a request. You keep the same energy, same music, but just change the lyrics to Amish Paradise. I think that would be fucking awesome.
Yeah.
A Weird Al cover? No one ever releases Weird Al covers.
Yeah.
It could be done, I guess.
And then what you should do is you should find someone who looks just like Weird Al, and at the end of the
like
video,
Daniel Radcliffe.
brutally murder him. Just brutally murder him at the end of the video.
No, if we put a wig on this one, he might pass.
Stop it. That's a very high compliment.
And Chrystal, of course, same thing that we asked Dan and Corey when they were on. Of course, you play a lot of songs. What's the wildest thing you think you remember seeing while you've been playing on stage? Like, just look out and go, what the fuck is happening right now?
Like playing wise, or what have I just seen?
Just in general, like anything that you might have seen happening in the crowd while you were playing, or just the wildest thing you've seen while you've been at shows.
Oh my God. I saw a lady take her panties off and try to throw them at me once.
Oh,
nice. What do you mean try? What did they stick to the wall? They come down like a wall walker? Like
I'm quick to dodge. I'm quick to dodge. Like I pay attention to shit all around me at all times. Like
I saw one very large woman go down on another very large woman at the Renaissance Festival a couple of years ago.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't talk about Ren Fair yet.
It's like when you said that she was trying to get them off. I thought you meant like it might have been a woman that had no hands, and like you're just looking out and you just see her with her little nub. Like maybe she has like one of those, like, you ever see like the little like finger like that?
Like,
I'm going to hell just for even picturing what you're describing to me right now. I'll see you in hell, fuckers.
I'm putting it into Bing right now.
Yeah. Tommy Sinbazo is like, I need to find this.
It's literally painting a picture in front of me as you're speaking. I hate you right now.
Tommy's like, wait a minute. Her hands has toes on it. Sign me.
More toes.
Coochies.
And Chrystal, what do you think was your favorite video to work on out of all of them?
Oh my God. Well, my favorite so far has been Tears, and if you haven't seen it yet, you really do need to see it. It's probably, I said that Dreams was definitely me in my element until I did that.
Okay.
That's probably the rawest I've ever been. It's got a very powerful message. I think that when you step away from just the glamour of it, I was telling the videographer the whole time, I said, I don't want to look pretty. Make me look more angry. I want to look vicious. I want to look pissed off. Stop making me try to look pretty. Like, I don't give a shit about pretty right now. Like, I want to look like that I'm going to rip your flesh open and eat your soul. Like, that's what I want to look like. And he nailed it. So if you haven't seen it, you need to watch it.
What I want to look like is I want to look like Dahmer the second that he's told I'm not watching a fucking movie with you.
Yeah.
We're gonna get to that eventually, because I do have another one coming out in a few months. So
I want to look like Dahmer just after he entered a black guy eating contest.
Oh my God. And one thing that I want to get into is somebody sent me a video just a little bit ago of what's called the Tug Toner. Have you guys ever seen the Tug Toner before?
It sounds familiar.
Hold on.
Is it like Baldo? You know what a Baldo is?
Hold on. I'm going to show it. It's similar. So
it's like a Baldo? A Baldo is a dildo for your balls.
Oh,
like,
no.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That is not it.
Look it up. Look it up.
But
Finally,
this
you can have sex with your balls. Finally.
But this is the Tug Toner.
There was the shake weight.
Uh-huh.
I was gonna say that's the shake weight. We all know what that is.
I never heard of Free Flexor. It looks like he's spinning his own balls.
Now, get ready for the next fitness
shit.
Is this how I'm going to get ripped?
I need to know.
With the most
Where's that dude's nipples?
workout tool on the planet.
Oh my God!
This isn't real. This isn't real.
What the fuck?
What?
Biceps.
Okay. All right. Wait a minute. If this worked, I would be so jacked.
Look, it's teamwork.
They were back to back like a White Snake guitar solo.
Plug me in, I'll plug you.
Oh, they must be watching She-Hulk.
Tug toner for only $39.95 and get a second tug toner absolutely free.
Okay. Oh my God! Me, you plug you. I'll plug you. What? Where do they get this shit?
It has to be fake. I have a Walgreens that I go to regularly.
But you know what? What they were using was a real thing, though. Like, even though if it's like a parody video, like they were legitimately tugging on something.
Yeah, I mean they could have built that. I got a 3D printer.
I know that, but where is that thing at? Like, who has that sitting in their house?
That guy has a 3D printer.
Well, somebody has a birthday coming up. I'm gonna put you a Tug Toner.
Could you imagine that? Your wife's anniversary comes up, you're just like, I got you something.
Yeah.
To help you out whenever.
Oh, it's our 8-year anniversary, the rubber one.
I feel like, though, if the Tug Toner's not real, I feel like if you get a Stretch Armstrong, I feel like it would have the same effect. Like, you just put Stretch Armstrong's head in between your legs and you just pull his legs.
You can capitalize on that. What are you doing?
Yeah, don't say it on the internet. Now the kids are going to start doing it now.
The kids today have no idea who Stretch Armstrong is.
It's the Armstrong Challenge, and it's all these kids. How many jerks can you get in? before your parents come in and ground you.
God, I love it.
I remember.
So what are the odds of doing the Tug Toner in a future video?
No.
Maybe with the bear and that guy. I don't know.
Okay.
Okay,
they
this
could-
is what
They could
This
have
is
the
what you
dual
do.
ones.
you do: the Tug Toner in front of a theremin, and then it's and then you have Tug Toner solo.
I hate that bear. I hate that bear.
He hates this bear.
The end of a guitar just becomes a Tug Toner. Like you're playing, and then like as you just start tugging it along. Now, of course, Halloween's right around the corner, and I'm a huge fan of Halloween. You know, you guys obviously huge fans of Halloween. You know, you guys, your videos have a lot of horror, a lot of scary stuff with the videos, and Tommy likes to dress up with all kinds of stuff. So I'm sure
I'm building an outfit. It's not a costume.
Now, what do you think your favorite costume you ever had was?
I'm gonna have to say the jackal.
Yes. No.
I have two. I have two because I was also a Kasha from Queen of the Damned. The jackal from 13 Ghosts.
Nice.
So I got to play. Yeah, I got to play that. And then I got to play Akasha from 13 Ghosts at the dungeons as well.
Nice.
I think mine, and I just posted photos of this recently. If you guys follow us on social media, was the glory hole costume that I had, and pretty much, I was at work, and we had random pieces of particle board. And I looked at it and I couldn't figure out what I wanted to do for Halloween. I looked at it and I looked at it. And the next thing in my mind, I just see it says glory hole with arrows pointing with a hole in it. And I'm like, that's it. I'm going to.
So instead of a glory hole costume, you just built a portable glory hole.
Yes.
And you carried it around.
So I put like little straps on it with a particle board, painted it gray. And I was asking, everybody was like, can I sign your stall? Can I sign your stall? And what I did is one of my coworkers had sex toy parties. I was like, look, I need something from you. So she gave me like one of the longest vibrators she had. I took like the mechanical function out of it, epoxied it to the front. So the whole time I'm walking around, it has this thing sticking out of the front.
Okay.
And
wow.
so we went to Fells Point.
Oh God, I've been there for the Halloween.
The unimaginable shit that transpired that night. Like I literally seen a black girl just make that thing disappear, and she was like, "Can I sign your stall now?" And I was like, "You might as well just sign the dick that's sticking out of it." Like, and then like if COVID was around then, it would have been a mass spreader event, because I've seen so many men and women just stick each other's mouths on that thing or put it in places where other people's things were, and they had no idea what happened to it beforehand.
You were.
Yeah.
We would do, back in my early 20s, we got the idea we would shave our upper bodies the day of whatever party we were going to, and put bald caps on, and then cover ourselves in head to toe in liquid latex, like color liquid latex, and put like these demon prosthetics on and stuff, and then wear our Roman harnesses and capes and stuff, and we were just these demons, and we won costume contests. My buddy Jose, he looked like Big D from Labyrinth. And women would come up to him and they would just be like, "Oh my God, I've masturbated too." Like, cool. The only problem was it sealed all your pores. And of course, this is the early 2000s. So we were all on ecstasy. And my one buddy overheated. And then he was in bed and his mother was a nurse. She was like, "What happened?" He was like, "Tommy gave us all drugs."
So was the ecstasy a lot stronger because it like sucked into your pores, so like it didn't have like
had nowhere to
a chance
go.
to sweat out of your body. So like
yeah. You had a burp fresh seal on you the entire time. Your belly button would disappear too because it would just cover over it.
it was like your pores were re-drinking what it was emitting out.
Mhm.
Like it's just coming out, going in, coming
He's
out.
had to drink water. He just kept like chugging beers, and I'm like, die.
Oh my god. I love it.
And like imagine doing that, and then also the tug toners there. You sit there, you have the horn.
Oh, if you're on ecstasy and you got a tug toner, you're fucking finding out how far down your throat it can go.
God,
That's
and
great.
I made it weird.
Crystal, were you there the night that Corey shared the story of the roadie that shit on the glass window and everybody was mortified?
I was there, but I couldn't hear you guys because he had these in.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know what exactly was what was said.
What?
He said that there was a roadie at one of their shows, and the roadie pretty much pressed his ass against a glass window and just started shitting. And there were just women that were just standing there, just mortified.
I guess so.
Like,
It happened. I mean, beer bottles in people's asses, and you take pictures of it, and you know.
whoa! Where did the beer bottles and people's asses come from? Like,
Yeah, what party's that?
yeah, like
I mean, so I can stay away from it.
I didn't see that one, but we did take a picture of somebody with a beer bottle up their butt one night.
So
Totally.
what was it that they
Not
were?
like physically up there, like you didn't see that, but we made it
Oh.
look like it was.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I thought like you just saw the thick end of the bottle. That's all that was. And they were walking
Well,
like
you did, but you didn't know. You didn't know. They were passed out. They were like out,
Oh, okay.
down to the couch. Like,
Oh,
yeah,
good.
they're
I'm glad
passed
that
out.
happened while they were unconscious.
Yeah. They're passed out because they were fast tracking their drinking by drinking beer through their asshole.
They're butt
we had
chugging.
we had to detect and see how drunk they really were if they needed to be carried out. And yeah, you know.
They're testing to see how it is. Meanwhile, they're moving it like a gear shifter in his
Yeah.
ass. Like, hey,
They're checking how drunk they were. They pulled the beer bottle out and they're like, hey, he's about a quart low.
hey, somebody grab the Grey Goose vodka, shove this thing in there, and he needs more.
What the hell he was drinking that night, but he was out cold.
Now, what kind of where? And you said you live in Westminster, so over there in Westminster, is there any kind of weird, spooky, like house or urban legend type?
We're weird freaky out.
The legend of the Black Republican.
I know historical Westminster has had some stories. I don't really know of any around here. I haven't really explored like that. So I couldn't really answer that question. I don't know.
Your house is pretty.
My house is pretty awesome.
Have you guys ever heard of the legend of Black Aggie?
Mhm.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, like could you imagine? Now, of course, it's always the legend. And for anybody watching live that doesn't know the legend of Black Aggie or watching this on YouTube, a little bit of a description is that if you came of age in Baltimore during the 50s and 60s, you probably heard talk about Druid Ridge Cemetery's most famous grave marker. Just about everyone knows about Black Aggie, the statue of a draped, melancholy, and mysterious woman seated at the Agnes family plot in the south-facing side of the cemetery in Pikesville. Word was that her stony eyes turned red at night, and if you sit on her lap at midnight, you would meet your own end within 2 weeks. And like it's weird with that, but also I heard things that apparently like that statue would also crush you to death or something like that. Like
Like it would come alive and smush you.
yeah, like it would like grab you or some shit. And like, just imagine like being in a cemetery, and then the next thing you know, there's a fucking like statue just grabbing.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
how do you try to fight out of that? Like, do you try to thumb a statue in its eye at that point? Like, I mean, do you go for the eyes? Like, I mean, it doesn't have testicles you can go for. Like,
You know the legend, I guess you would try to go for the eye, but if you don't know the legend, you're fucked.
yeah, like it's just sitting there. It's just sitting there squeezing you to death, and your back, your
Okay.
spine's just
Again.
snapping as the red eyes just stare into your fucking soul.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah.
Just make it quick. Yeah, it's not gonna happen.
So if you were to die via cemetery, how would you want to die via cemetery? Because I mean, like, I feel like that's a pretty good way to go. Or I would want to get like ran over by like one of like the little bobcats that like pushes the dirt around. Like I'm just kind of like laying, like homeless
it would
guys
need to
just
be
kind of
quick.
laying there and just gets pushed with the dirt.
It would need to be quick.
Yeah. Drop a gravestone on my head. Just done.
I need to like fall out of the window and be speared by one of those.
Oh, the
Oh.
fences.
Oh, yeah.
I don't have a shovel.
Oh yeah, like the little like
Is that one of
spike or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shovel to
What-
the head.
shovel to
What
the
if
head.
Black Aggie comes alive while you're sitting on her lap and she just uses you as one of those tuggos, whatever it was? It just breaks all your bones and all.
Oh my god.
Oh God. Yeah.
This is Black Aggie here, recommending the Tug Toner. It's like Billy Mays, but it's Black Aggie.
I'm Billy May. I'm Billy May.
Oh my god.
I love it.
Oh, actually, and here's a photo too. So for anybody hiring, in case you want to go to that cemetery and die via Black Aggie, this
Yeah, go for it. Bye.
Yeah, what is it? Covered in fentanyl?
so there is
Wrong.
Black Aggie, and of course, like it looks like she's clutching something.
It's a badass statue, though. It
Yeah,
really
those
is.
are
Like,
cool.
It's an iconic, badass statue. Does it still look like that now, though? Like, do
I
we have
don't
any-
know. Like now,
You
now,
gotta
Nowadays it's in color.
as Tommy brought it up, I mean, it's probably done so much fentanyl by now.
Yeah.
that I'm sure
It's
she's
covered in
probably
hobo piss at this point.
I wonder.
Legend
how many,
has it if you shit in Black Aggie's lap.
I wonder how many homeless people have stumbled upon that cemetery,
He's coughing on my lip.
like stumbled upon Black Aggie, and met their demise via Black Aggie.
You know, you could have
Because-
searched Black Aggie now and found a more recent photo. There are ones that aren't in sepia tone. Did you know that? Oh, it looks pretty nice now. Like there's a nice little garden around it and stuff. It looks like it now, statue wise, it looks like it may be made of bronze or something because it has a nice patina on it.
Shit. Wrong.
Now,
Bronze or copper. Yeah, that's a copper patina right there, baby. They probably hacked her up and sold her at a recycling plant by now.
it's like, wait a minute, Aggie can get us like $30. Okay, let's do it.
Oh my god.
Exactly.
She looks tiny. I'm seeing her now. Like all these pictures are very zoomed in.
Yeah.
But there's a picture of her at but that's not the same statue. Never mind. Now it's one like you see her ear on the. I don't know what I'm looking at anymore.
Wait a minute, yeah, like I'm seeing a couple of different ones too, and it's like, wait a minute, which fucking one is? How many Black Aggies? Oh shit, no. Look, all right, so look, I found this. Like I'm looking at stuff, and I stumbled across this photo, and I wonder how quickly this dude died. Like, I mean, I'm just looking, and this dude like braved it, and like he's just kind of sitting there, and like, but
Well,
that's
that's
not
not
the
bad.
Black Egg. Like that doesn't look the same though.
No, it
So-
doesn't.
No, that's the same one from
Oh, no, it
the
is.
black and
Oh,
white
it's
one.
Really
You can see the hand.
Photoshop too.
Yeah, you can see the hand though.
Also, is that Billy Eisner?
That's from Lord of the
The
Rings.
guy from the guy from Billy on the Streets.
Yeah, like the one that's mad.
You know who Black Aggie is? No, well, fuck you too.
Black Aggie didn't come out and support my movie. It didn't do good.
That's a ring race.
The ring race.
So what you guys need to do is you need to go, and Relic needs to like crawl up and just sit perched on like the arm of Black Aggie. Like that
I
would
agree.
be amazing.
You gonna die.
You will die.
Oh, you know what? That's the thing. You guys can do a music video in that cemetery with Black Aggie.
Let me see Black Aggie music. Let me see, because there's someone has to have done that already. Let me see.
I'm sure
It's too good of an idea.
Baltimore has.
I don't know how to spell. Is black? You spell Aggie like baggy without a B, right? Is that
Yeah,
where-
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Aggie would never be. Aggie. Hey, Aggie.
I don't know if it's Black AGIE. Oh, let's see.
You know, all
Video.
that Baltimore
I said it
spelling.
that if you want to share anything, I set it to where it can share simultaneously too. So
Oh, well, then the advocate. Wait, hold on. I want to show you this picture that I found. Of where is it? It looks like it's this. Check this out. Screen share. Where is it? There it is. Look at this statue. They're saying this is Black Aggie. That looks fucking badass.
Oh,
Like
that's
where its
yeah,
face is
that
off
Black?
to the side.
Okay.
look like someone had its way with it though. Like I mean, look like someone
It's not-
put something down it.
It's not cum. Okay, no one's jacking off onto Black Aggie.
Someone Tug Toner
If just sitting on her makes her kill you in 2 weeks, what do you think she's gonna do to you if you come on her face? Right? It's not. She's like, oh, you did not just jerk off. On her.
Oh my God.
Tommy, that one image is like on the second row of like just her face with her hand up like this, and it's like that's like a really fucking creepy image.
Yeah, is that her though? Like, how many statues of Black Aggie are there?
I want to know what she really looked like. What did Black Aggie really look like when like,
Look up the real Black Aggie. She's
the
like,
real
me outside. How about that?
Black Aggie?
in my lap, motherfucker.
Let's see. All right, so it still has photos of this. Like, I want to know who the real Black Aggie is.
Black
Like, I don't.
Aggie music video. That's a music
Oh.
video.
Oh shit! Who did it?
I did.
Okay, there's one on Reverb Nation, just called Black Aggie Videos. No,
Oh, I'm
then
sure
it-
it's not like
the
that.
next one is Iggy Azalea. Let's see, Black Aggie video. Let me see that. Oh man, wait till you guys see this. This is.
Uh-oh.
Oh my god, it's very frightening.
Are we gonna get banned?
Oh, no.
Okay.
All right, let me skip ahead.
See, what had happened was,
Where's
going
the-
on?
Where's the music?
oh my.
I don't hear any music.
She's getting a lot of likes.
That's it.
Oh, here.
I
What'd
didn't
you
hear
say?
any music.
Oh, there we go.
Black.
Aggie Black. There we go. That's not what we were looking for.
Sorry, I have to. Let me close this. Oh, her name is Aggie, and this is African American Aggie. I'm so
Yeah. that's
sorry.
what I'm saying.
Tommy's like, my mistake. That's not what we're looking for.
Oh, her name is Agatha Jenkins. I'm so sorry.
So there you go. You guys can do a song together with Aggie Black, live from Black Aggie statue.
I mean, why not?
Hold on, let's see. There's something else that I wanted to see. So apparently, the statue was moved at one point, like from what I'm seeing.
On its own?
Yeah, like no, like it shows like an empty spot where it was. Like I don't think the original home for it is where it is anymore. Like I guess it killed too many people.
Mm.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, must have.
Like
Yeah.
that. Like now you see it in the garden. That's the Black Aggie that we
Yeah.
were talking about.
Yeah.
But that looks like it's its original spot. And who would
Yeah,
let their
gotcha.
child?
Well, that unicorn's dead now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's that,
Right.
and then there's the spot right there. So
Oh yeah, Agnes.
Agnes. All right. So
Bitch.
so now we need Black Agnes.
empty throne of Black Aggie.
Not the music.
When the throne is empty, it just becomes Agnes.
Agnes.
It's like a porno, Agnes After Dark.
It needs a person. You need to go be the person.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wonder if they let you do. I wonder if you go up there, if they let you pose on that.
Yeah. I mean, they can't stop you. I mean, I don't think it's against the law to defile a grave, right? That's gotta be.
Oh my God, I've totally done that one time. I found a damn gravestone that said plank, and I totally did it.
You plank.
I planked the plank. I did it. And I'm sorry.
You're going to hell.
Sorry.
Well, I hope that I never like see one that just like the last name is like CUMM and it just says is here.
No. No.
Like miss the is part and just be like, well, I mean, if you're asking for
Yeah.
it.
What if you get there and you're like, well, okay, and some guy's like, hey, buddy, back of the line.
Hey,
No buttsies.
I think I didn't see an owling one the same day. I'd be double
I saw a TikTok today that pointed out. So the new Hellraiser comes out today,
yes.
Yeah.
yes.
where it's a woman Hellraiser,
Yes.
woman Pinhead. It's produced by Hulu, which is owned by Disney, which means Pinhead is a Disney princess now.
Yeah. That's
Right.
technically true.
Right. If I go into the Disney store and there's not stuffed women pinheads in there, I'm gonna be very, 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 very upset.
Oh,
High five.
so for these, we're doing these Halloween. We do these murder mysteries, these comedy murder mysteries up and down the East Coast, 5 countries, whatever. But the this year we have a new Halloween one, and my character, I was told, is Pinhead Sheeran. So I have to do. I weird out up the shape of you. I put chains in your body, and I'm just going to dress like Ed Sheeran with a pinhead mask with my mouth cut out. Pinhead Sheeran.
Well, I mean, Ed Sheeran is just like kind of like a terrifying human being as it is. Like my wife likes him, and I'm like, that dude's like a monster. Like, have you ever taken a good look at that guy? Like, I mean, he's horrifying.
Look, we gingers are 0s and 10s. There's no in between in gingers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He looks like the dude from Harry Potter.
Yeah.
What I'm going to do real quick, I'm going to get into our featured beer, and then we're going to play some of the ads from some of our friends, and then we're going to get into our game segment. So our current beer is from Rusty Rail Brewing Company, and it's called Fog Monster, and it's a creamsicle New England style IPA with fruit. So if you're looking for it, it's this guy right here. And I mean, it's not too bad. It says New England style India Pale Ale with orange, vanilla, and lactose. Like, I can't imagine a beer with lactose in it. So imagine being lactose intolerant and you go to your friend's house and he's like, hey, you want a beer? And then you like drink the beer and then you're like, what's happening?
And
like,
then you shit yourself.
I can't have gluten, so I can't have any of that shit.
Oh.
I can have this though. I can have this.
What's that? Flying Embers? Oh, cider, hard kombucha.
Nice.
Yes, it's so good. It's so good. It's 7.2. But it's good. It's very horrible for you when it gets warm.
All right. So what I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to go ahead and play some ads from our friends. We're going to come right back and do a couple of games, and we'll be right back right here on the Happy Hour podcast.
Sweet.
Oh, you're actually playing ads right now? You're really playing them?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Hi guys, this is Tati, Alex, and Renee. And you're watching Happy Hour podcast. Peace.
Hello, my name is Bubba Almany. I am a bodyguard who has been in the security industry for over a decade. My team and I offer a variety of security services that cover all aspects of security operations. We have secured some of the highest profile clients and largest events in the world. Should your situation require armed protection, we have the ability to carry in all 50 states and U.S. territories. Not only do we have the latest security equipment, we also have world-class training. We look forward to assisting all of your security needs by bringing you the finest and most dedicated security personnel available. From the Office of the President of the United States to local county and state dignitaries, my tactical dignitary protection officers are the tip of the spear in this extremely competitive industry. Let my highly trained staff protect the asset today. We can be contacted via the email and number below. Thank you.
In a world full of hunger and thirst, one restaurant will attempt to satisfy these cravings forever. Meet our hero, the cheeseburger, and his salty partner, crab dip tater tots. Together, with local craft beer, they take the fight to hunger. With a special appearance by Cupcake Milkshake, they... Vagabond Sandwich Company. Better making food than making commercials.
Approximately 27 members of the Hell's Gate cult have been arrested for arson. Authorities suspect that this group of religious extremists are responsible for the large string of residential fires that have been plaguing Miami-Dade County. The Hell's Gate followers aim to achieve the next level of human evolution by summoning demons through their depraved sexual rituals. These demons then take possession of their bodies, opening a direct gate to hell.
What?
Hey, it's Joshua Lewis. Thank you guys for watching and listening. If you guys want to follow me on my social media platforms, my Twitter is Joshua Lewis XXX, and my Instagram is Joshua with 3 A's at the end and Lewis with 3 S's at the end. And thank you so much to the Happy Hour podcast for having me.
Wait, is that a porn or a real horror movie? Because he said
That, so I played that because that was sent to us by our friends over at Team Skeet.
okay.
And this coming Saturday, Saturday, we are going to be having an exclusive episode featuring the stars of The Summoning and another scene that they have coming out. So Reagan Fox and Leanna Lovings will be joining us here on the Happy Hour podcast to talk about their scenes, and also Josh Lewis.
That's a porn. This is a porn. This is a porn movie. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
It is a porn movie.
All right.
So, Tommy Sinbazo was like, I'm looking that up.
Yeah, I was like, hold on. Wow, this woman has 2 face moles. She must be beautiful.
Isn't that crazy though? Like how in depth like a lot of those like adult films get. Like you sit there, you see a trailer for it. Like when she sent me the trailer, I looked, I was like, did she send me the wrong video? Like, is this like is this showing us what's about to happen to us when Putin gets angry? Like I don't understand. Why is there so much fire?
Wait,
like,
I think have they told you that it's an adult film? Like, do you have okay? Because that'd be cool to like go into it and like not know and be like, this acting's kind of bad, and then you're like, why is that guy's dick out? What an odd What's he doing to that demon?
They told me because I asked for the safe for work version.
Oh, okay.
Because if I would not have played the safe for work version,
the porn trailer you can show your coworker.
Yeah. Hey, Denise.
Hey guys, look at this. You guys, look what I'm gonna jerk off to later.
What was it we were talking about earlier when you were talking about at your job? Like, what was it with the urinal?
The splash hog.
Yeah, the splash hog. Hey, yo, leave the splash hog alone. Come on out here. You got to see this. Everybody gather around.
I was telling him earlier, we have a company of like 30 people. That's all adults. And it got to a point where one of the managers had to send an email like, please stop pissing on the floor in the bathroom. And I immediately was like, is it me? Am I pissing? And like, I'm pretty sure I get like 90% of it in the bowl. Like I'm not a sniper. I'm more artillery. I got to dial it in.
And what we're going to get into our game segment, Ode to Humanity. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off with What Do You Meme? Chrystal, have you ever played What Do You Meme?
No.
All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show a photo up on the screen. And what I want you to do is I want you to create a meme for that photo. So this is what the photo is going to be right here. So if you could create a meme for that photo, what would your meme be?
Heads up.
What was it?
Heads up.
It's, tell me, what about you? If you could create a meme for that, what would it be?
The moment she catches you watching a porn trailer using your Tuggo.
When you get back after seeing Black Aggie and all you're talking about is the wash hog.
When she finds out what you did to that dick on the glory hole costume 2 years ago.
She finds the dick on the glory hole costume.
I have a lot of questions. All right. So now what we're going to get into our game called Incoherent. So Tommy Sinbazo is very familiar with this game. We play it all the time. We also had our Happy Hour Pod Rumble, which featured this game. And pretty much what it is a series of cards that are in drunken lingo. You need to try to sound them out and figure out what they say. And if you get hung up with any of the cards, we can give you a hint of what they are.
Let me give you a pro tip. Sound it out with a British accent. I'm telling you.
Eric always says with like a redneck accent.
Yeah. Last time we played this, we were so shroomed up.
Yeah. All right. What do you think that is?
Shagani Gapper. Oh my God.
The classic face.
Shotgun ain't the pair. Shotgun ain't the pair. Should.
One of the hints is you need to is it's a quick drink.
A quick drink is a shot.
A competitive drinking activity no one actually enjoys, but that is done to prove basic biological abilities.
That's a tough one. Shocking.
Close. You're close.
Shocking.
Think of shot, but it's a weapon. Like shot, but a weapon.
Oh!
Shotgun.
Shotgun beer.
Shotgun beer. Shotgun beer.
Shotgunning a beer, yes.
Shotgun a beer. I told you I'm gluten free. I don't know.
All right, so here comes
my shot.
What do you think this one says?
Trombing.
Oh shit.
One of the hints is clothed sex.
Oh, dry humping.
Dry humping.
Yes, dry humping.
If it were one of the bases, it'd be shortstop.
All right. So here's the last one getting ready to come up right now. So what do you
basically have to slur?
This one says.
Oh, okay.
By purse straws.
I like to tell people say it really fast. Like
Paper
say it super fast.
Yeah. Paper straws.
Woo.
Yes. I was gonna say the turtles will thank you for not throwing because they won't kill them.
Paper straws. I had to bring out my drunk chick. You gotta give me a minute. I was warming up.
Now, something we've been doing also is a different game called Porn Parody or the Original. And pretty much what we're going to show is we're going to show a photo and you're going to tell us which one you would rather watch, the porn parody or the original. So there it is right here. So you have Indiana Jones and Carolina Jones and the Broken Covenant. Which do you think you would prefer to watch?
Covenant, I'm gonna watch it. It's the Broken Covenant. I'm watching.
Wait, is that the Temple of Doom? Because I have jerked off to the Temple of Doom.
Oh
no,
my
that's
God. Don't tell anybody that. What's wrong with you?
that's the first one. No, I didn't jerk off to this one. I won for 4.
like, do you see that like weird thing? Like, it looks like the old man like version of him in the background, just creepily looking like I'm about to use that whip
It was
right now.
intentional. I think that was intentional.
Yeah,
For real.
I do like the name Carolina Jones. That's
Yeah.
that's classy.
I want to know where the covenant is because there's only one.
Well, now you need to watch it in order to find out where that comes in.
I'm not buying it. I'll watch the trailer.
Tommy's like, you know what? I'll just watch Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. And
Where the chicks in the wet t-shirt? I was like 13 when I got a copy of it from Burger King.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Burger King had
Burger
this
King?
thing. Burger King had this thing. You could buy a meal and they would give you got an Indiana Jones VHS with it.
Yep.
And I watched it. And when she was, I mean, I was at that age where I was like, oh my God, a wet t-shirt. Oh. I couldn't make it through a whole Maxim magazine in one sitting.
Maxim.
Have to dog ear where I left off in a Maxim.
Tommy has the pages marked.
Yeah.
Literally.
All right. So what we're going to do now is we end our Ode to Humanity segment with Cards Against Humanity. So have you ever played Cards Against Humanity?
Fuck yeah.
All right. So we do it differently on the show, as suggested by our friend Justin Schlegel, was to do it Cards Against Humanity Roulette. So what we do is we read off the black face card, and then you're going to give us a number, which you think is a lucky number, and that's going to answer that card. If you don't like it, you get to pick another one. So let's see. So the first one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the first is, if you can't love yourself, how the hell are you going to love blank? Number 1 through 6. What do you think a lucky number would be to answer that card? 3. All right. If you can't love yourself, how the hell are you going to love my math teacher's bulge?
Oh my God.
So are you happy with that? Or do you want to choose a rebuttal and choose another card?
Let's rebuttal that one.
All right. So 1 through 5. What do you think?
1.
1. Okay. If you can't love yourself, how the hell are you going to love little Debbie and her mom, full-size Deborah? All right. So that's the first round. Now, the second round, you and Tommy Sinbazo are going to work together because it is a draw 2 card. So
Okay.
you're each going to choose a number. So the first one is blank. Hours of fun, easy to use, perfect for blank. So, Chrystal, I'll let you choose the first number, 1 through 8.
8.
8. All right. So 8. So, Tommy, what
Yeah.
number do you want, 1 through 7?
5.
All right. So, these breasts of mine, hours of fun, easy to use, perfect for warm, velvety Muppet sex. Now, are you both satisfied, or do one or both of you want to rebuttal that card?
I like. Yeah, I like. You know what? I'll switch it up. I'll go 3.
3. All right.
It's a magic number.
So 3, and then Chrystal, are you keeping yours?
Yeah, keep in mind.
Yeah. All right. So you're keeping yours. So these breasts of mine, hours of fun, easy to use, perfect for preparing my asshole for sex. Now, here's a fun one. What we'll do is we'll do these cards again, but you're going to ad-lib the answers. So
Oh shit.
the first one is, if you can't love yourself, how the hell are you going to love blank? What would you insert into that card?
Alcohol.
If you can't love yourself, how the hell are you going to love alcohol? So now for this one, you get to pick one. Tommy gets to pick one. So Chrystal, you get to pick the first word. What word would you put in? It's blank, hours of fun, easy to use, perfect for blank.
Oh god. Shake weight.
All right, Tommy Sinbazo.
The glory hole at Black Aggie's grave.
Hours of fun, easy to use, perfect for the glory hole at Black Aggie's grave.
I believe that glory hole is one of your sponsors. Roll the clip.
And today, if you come down, you get a special 2-for-1 deal.
Yeah. It's this old man. He's like, "Hi, I'm Roger. I've been manning this glory hole since the 80s."
Family Guy.
Yeah. Shake weight.
This is old guy digging a hole, and then it like zooms in on his back, and he puts the shovel down. And he turns around. He's like, "Hello, everybody."
He's like polishing the hole. Oh, I didn't see you there.
But when he goes, "Oh, I didn't see you there," is it the camera or does something just pop through the hole? And he's like, "Oh,
I didn't see you there."
Oh my God. Tommy Sinbazo is back. All right.
Oh, I love it. Hand
With
banana.
something like, now let's say that guy looks over Black Aggie and he looks over the glory hole and he's used to guys coming in. Like can he like if a guy comes up and he's like, "Oh, hey, what's up, Dave?" Like, does he know that that's Dave's dick? Like does the dick come through the hole and he looks, he's like, "Oh, hey, Dave."
Oh yeah, the dick comes in. He's like, "Here comes trouble."
Yeah. He just looks at the poor person on the other end and he's like, "You're in for it tonight."
Have you ever seen the horror movie called Glorious? It's on Shudder right now, but it's basically where a guy he wakes up in a rest stop in a stall that has a hole in it that an elder god is on the other side of this glory hole and keeps saying like, "Look, there's something I need you to do for me. The entire universe needs you or my father will come and rend this universe apart." And finally he's like, after arguing and blood and everything, he's like, fine, I'll do it. And he like stands up and puts his dick in the glory hole. And the elder god's like, "What is that?" It's like, "Did you think I needed your penis to save the universe?" He's like, "No, I need your liver. You have to give me your liver."
When you first started describing that, it sounded like a very like fentanyl riddled Thor that was talking about the other side.
Well, it's J.K. Simmons plays the voice of the elder god, and
yes,
it's Sookie Sackhouse's brother from True Blood is the Sookie Sackhouse. My dear Sookie Sackhouse.
I feel like J.K. Simmons, like still to this day, I feel like one of his favorite roles I had was from Oz. Have you ever seen the show Oz?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Like he fucking killed it in that show. And also, if you haven't seen Oz, there's a lot of dicks. You will see in that show.
I can't Google fast enough.
If you watch Law and Order SVU and you ever wondered what Chris Maloney's hammer looks like, you will have to wonder that no longer. Because that's how I got introduced to Chris Maloney before I watched Law and Order SVU.
I love it.
My dad used to watch Oz.
Did you ever watch Happy?
Yes.
Oh
yes.
God,
that
Happy
was such a great fucking show.
Happy. Have you ever seen Happy? You guys ever seen Happy? Was a show where he plays a gritty fucking dirty cop whose daughter gets kidnapped, and her imaginary friend goes out and finds him to go try to rescue the daughter, and it's fucking
I've never even heard of it.
Oh,
it was on the Sci-Fi Channel.
Yeah. Did it have what, 2 seasons?
Yeah, it had 2 seasons. The first one he had to kill the Easter Bunny, or first season he had to kill Santa Claus, this guy that was just this pedophile, this dirty pedophile Santa. And the next year he had to kill the Easter Bunny, who was like this drug lord. It was fucking crazy.
Fuck, I forgot what the hell it was called. Have you seen the trailer for the new Christmas movie? And the dude,
Violent Night.
Yes, Violent Night
with David Harbour.
Yes, dude, that looks amazing. In the trailer, he basically takes like a candy cane and he grinds it down and stabs somebody through the cheek with it, and like pretty much like. David Harbour is Santa Claus, and he's in the bar, like he's having a few drinks, and this other Santa's like, "So how long you been doing it?" He's like, "Man, I created this." And then like, this family gives their daughter like a little radio, and they're like, "Oh, it's a direct radio to Santa Claus or whatever." and they're rich, of course, they would be rich. So they have like 300 million in a vault, and John Leguizamo rolls up with like all these people. With
I love that guy.
they're like, open the vault. And then the next thing you know, Santa comes down and he's eating his cookies, and this guy comes in with a machine gun. He's like, all right, look, I'm just going to go back up the chimney now. And the guy like grabs Santa. So Santa like headbutts him in the face. And then the rest of the movie is just it's like John Wick, but with Santa Claus. It looks absolutely insane. And at some point, the girl was like, what are you going to do, Santa? He's like, all these people are on my naughty list. And she's like, well, what are you going to do now? He's like, I'm going to give them a lump of coal. And you see him shove a hand grenade down a guy's pants. And like, he's like, please don't. And he's walking away and he's like, I can't help it. I have to look. And he turns around and looks. It's like the guy fucking blows up or whatever. And it's like, this is the best. Like, I feel like to me, it will be A Christmas Story, Bad Santa, and that. Or that and then Bad Santa. In that order.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah. We need to see that. That sounds amazing.
And apparently they're making A Christmas Story 2.
Already is A Christmas Story 2.
Like now,
he's an adult, but they did make a sequel to Christmas Story.
Did it already? How long? Because I heard
came out in the mid 90s.
Really?
Yeah.
I was reading something that apparently like they were coming back to reprise their roles or whatever and all that.
They might be doing a third one.
Maybe it's a third one, because I was like, oh man, there's another Christmas Story, and I was like, there's no way this can be bad.
Oh, okay. Christmas Story 2. I'm sorry. What came out in 2012.
Okay. So maybe
I didn't even see that.
Yeah.
10 years ago.
What are we watching when we get done here? The Wendigo?
Yeah.
Antlers. Have you guys seen Antlers yet?
Is that the one where the reveal is this?
It's the Wendigo.
Oh no! I haven't seen that one. No, I saw some other one, but it sounds good. I wanted to see it. You just reminded me of it. I'll watch it.
Did you see? What the hell was it? Krampus. Krampus was a movie too. Yeah.
Yes.
Love that guy.
And then Santa Sleigh. That was so cheesy with Bill Goldberg in it as the killing Santa as well. And then you can't forget Silent Night, Deadly Night, which I think the first two of those movies were good, but then you end up with like the third one, the fourth one. And then there was one, it was called like Silent Night, Deadly Night, the Toy Maker. And like this like toy fell in love with like some woman, but he didn't have sex parts. And I remember there was this weird scene in the movie where he tries to rape the woman, but he doesn't have sex parts. And it's just like this weird, like doll, like flat, like doll. And he's like, just, and I remember watching this as a child, like, what is happening right now? Like, I don't, like, yes.
Hey. Like Ken and Barbie.
So I got a subscription for 1 month of Full Moon Features. Have you ever seen a Full Moon feature movie? Now they have the Doll Man, they have Puppet Master.
Oh yeah.
But I decided I was going to watch every Evil Bong movie. Right? There's 8 Evil Bong movies, but then every time they had all these crossover characters from other movies. So I would stop watching the Evil Bong movie and I would go watch all the movies of that crossover character. I ended up watching 15 fucking movies. I've watched the entire Evil Bong cinematic universe. And there's one called
Evil Dead. Just whole.
There's one called Killjoy, which is this killer clown. The first one was in the 80s. It was a blaxploitation film that they did. My favorite of the 5 Killjoy movies is Killjoy 3 because it's a comedy court procedural.
What?
Yeah, he's in hell and he's on trial for not being a good demon. And then by then it's moved away from blaxploitation.
Bad.
It's just crazy. But they're all horrible.
Now that we brought up dolls, that actually reminds me that Chucky season 2 is now on Sci-Fi.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot that it started on the 5th.
I haven't even seen the first one yet.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good. Like it literally picks up from like where the original movies were and ignores.
I think we started to watch. We started to watch it, but we haven't finished it.
Oh yeah, like it. I enjoyed it. I mean, I like that they're kind of doing series with that. I hope they kind of spin out a little bit more and do other like kind of horror series with that. Like I feel like A Nightmare on Elm Street even if it's not Robert Englund playing Freddy, but maybe he has some sort of like he suggested doing it to where he's not really like Freddy is kind of whatever you're afraid of. Like it can.
He still has to be in it though. Like he has to be kind of somewhere. Like he has to be like a Stephen King somewhere in there because he can't do that without his influence. He can't.
Like a Pixar Freddy where he voices it or something like that. Like that would be cool because his voice is just iconic with that, and no one could deliver those lines like he could.
You know, he did the voice of Vecna for Stranger Things.
Yes, and you know what's bad? I know this is awful, and people tell me I still have not watched the newest season of Stranger Things. Like I made it halfway. I made it halfway through season 2. It was when the Demigorgon was trying to come up through the lab floor or whatever. That's the last episode I remember seeing.
My God, it's gotten so crazy good.
Yeah, I feel like with that show, like I'm gonna end up taking the run on it that I did with The Walking Dead. Like I watched like the first season of The Walking Dead, and I was like, I hate this, and I stopped watching it. And then I watched season 2, and I got hooked and binged it all the way up and made it to about
chase a monster, lock yourself in your room for like 24 hours, and do the thing. We'll see you then. Like
wear a diaper.
Yeah. When you say do the thing, are you talking about the glory hole or the tug toner?
Oh, not about watching the damn show.
Yeah. The dick just comes out of the hole, and I'm like, all right, I'm the tug toner now.
There's Techno, and there's Freddy, and you just gotta stop.
And Chrystal, what all do you guys have coming up? I know we're kind of running close on time, and
I'm actually in the studio tomorrow.
Oh, nice.
You're gonna record that Amish Paradise.
Yeah.
No, why not? No, I'm actually I'm in the studio all day tomorrow. Got an album in the works. I'm pretty much in the studio the rest of this year and probably a good part of next year. And I might want to give you guys the album title.
Yeah.
Why not?
Title.
Do it.
We did a live what, last month? Yeah. And I actually leaked it out twice and nobody caught. This will be an official, like I'm telling everybody, all the viewers. So if you're not listen. So we called our 8-year hiatus The Quiet.
Okay.
So I built it on that. And we decided to name the album Relinquish the Quiet.
Okay. Nice.
So that's it.
And when it comes out, the cover needs to have Black Aggie doing the tug toner. Just tug tonering on the front of it, and you just see the scared caretaker.
Man, don't cut me.
Black Aggie, Satan's glory hole.
We'll put him on the statue. And we'll do a whole photo shoot just for you.
Now, do you guys have like any idea like for the album? Like, do you guys have any artwork in mind for it? Do you already have it done, or?
I actually do. So we started working with a tattoo artist not too long ago, the one that I just sat in the chair and had the Raven done. He also did Corey's bat. I don't know if you saw the bat that he just recently got done on his arm. Okay, so he's phenomenal. He's amazing. Probably gonna do more of like a self-portraiture type feel and kind of let him draw off of that and kind of bring, the Raven and all that stuff to life. And yeah, it'll be fun. We'll do like a collab, me and him, because he doesn't do a lot of graphics and I do, and he does more of the art, and we'll just put it all together. So
it's insane, like some of the stuff that these tattoo artists come up with. Like like you can't really have, like, if you have a talent with drawing and all that, like you can't really use it as much nowadays for like cartoons. Like, you can't sit there and pencil like Looney Tunes or anything like that anymore. So I notice a lot of people who draw, they almost instantly get into tattooing, because it's like there's not a lot of avenues really out there, unless I mean, you can do it digitally on the computer and all that, but I know so many guys who could draw their asses off that just ended up doing tattoo work.
Or they hit a brick wall and you don't even see anything from them anymore.
So my nephew's dream was always to be a tattoo artist. And I was a graphic. As a kid, I drew all the time and moved to graphic arts, and I do leather work, metal work, anything. But my nephew, I kept telling him, like, look, at least once a day, you need to do a still life or something. And he wouldn't do it. And now I have trouble putting stuff he draws on the fridge, much less let him put it on me. I hope he's not listening.
Next time you see him and he's like, all right, it's time for me to put it on you. Here it comes.
Great. Yeah, I do a lot of the graphics. I get into mainly graphics. I've just recently started to get into like the videography of it. That's hard shit. And it's always evolving. It's always getting better, and you always gotta learn something new. She's like, I just learned this. Damn it, now what's this? And I do all the artwork for Carbon Stone as well.
Nice.
Nice.
Well, now that I see with AI generated images where you just put in a prompt and what style and it spits out and artificial intelligence. And I know so many graphic artists that are like,
so I have a super awesome story about that as well. Because we were in such a time crunch for the Gangster Paradise last week, we did that. That was the artwork. That's how it was created. The only time we've ever used it, because it was so quick and we had like 3 minds going, 11 hours, and we're so tired. But I did it, and then obviously I changed it because I'm like, okay, we're gonna change the color, we're gonna shrink it, we're gonna add stuff, and all that. But that's generally the idea. But it was so fast. I couldn't believe how many different things it was coming up with. What is this?
Yeah.
No, I'm intrigued by that. So is it like the kind of thing like you just type something in?
Yeah, you type in what you can give it just words. You can tell it Renaissance paint style, high definition, D&D artwork, all this stuff. And you can be like,
they even have different apps where you can type in different, like you can select different artists that do different types of art.
And it'll cook for a minute, and then it'll spit out this artificially intelligent designed graphic.
Yeah, they have a filter like that on TikTok, because I know like Jess was messing around with it for a little bit on TikTok, and like that's the only place I saw it, but I didn't know like it was as big as it was. Like, imagine like you put in like Coolio Gangster's Paradise, and then like it just comes up with an image that looks like him sitting in a cemetery just smoking weed. Like that will be just
somebody gave it Jack Black as Wolverine. And it like spit out several ones, and you're like, that's fucking cool as shit. There's actually right now there's going around.
Can't say Gangster's Paradise either, because I got slapped in the face for that. I literally had to go back into the vocal booth the last 10 minutes we were in the studio because I was singing, and he picked up on it like just as we were walking out the door. He's like, nah, you sound like you're singing Gangster's Paradise. You get your ass back in there. You need to say Gangster's Paradise.
I can't believe you put a hard R on the end of it.
But it sounded like it, and it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough. Does he was like, get your ass back in the vocal booth.
Now, you guys
living in a gangster's paradise,
right? And I was like, I totally didn't even sound like that. But he was like, no, it needs to be more. I'm like, okay.
Now you guys need to do the Keenan and Kel intro song, because that, like, as soon as he died, like everybody talked about that, and I just thought about the Keenan and Kel song when that came out.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
The whole here it goes, and at the end he's like Nick.
That's great.
Oh man. All right, well guys, we're going to go ahead and let you guys get ready to get out of here. Chrystal, would you be able to hang out for 1 second once we're done with the live? Awesome. So we're going to go ahead and get ready to wrap up here on YouTube Live. Of course, we're going to be back next Saturday and next Sunday. Of course, next Saturday is our exclusive with teen/milf.com. We will have Leanna Lovings and Reagan Fox on the show. We will be promoting their newest scenes coming out for Teen Skeet and MILF. And then on Sunday, we will have Jess Boots joining us on the show as well. So it's going to be right here on YouTube Live. Make sure you check out all of our socials for all the information on that. And what we're going to do, of course, thank you to Chrystal and Relic and Tommy Sinbazo. Thank you for filling in. You know, Matt couldn't make it. He's got a lot of stuff going on with the family. Of course, I'm going to say, myself. His dad passed away. His dad, great guy. Rest in peace for Steve. So hopefully Matt will be back with us next week. If not, then we will have whoever with our bunch of motley crew and rejects right here on the Happy Hour podcast. So guys, once again, thank you for joining us live. And this will conclude our YouTube live episode. All